Hi, in this video, we will demonstrate the use of Tariff on the Health Stack platform. To do that, please log into your account using your login details and find your way to Managed Care, a main menu where we have sub-menus or modules. Select the module you're interested in, which in this case is Tariff. Here we are on the tariff page. The components that you can see on this page includes a list of tariffs, a button to add or create a new band, which is tariff band, by the way, provider band, and then a button to create a new tariff. Let's jump right in. Okay, so now we can see a list of existing tariffs on this particular account. We have about 30 or 50 different tariffs here. We can delete a tariff. So I'll click on this and I'll delete it. And you can also edit the details of a tariff. Before we do all of these, let's go on to create the tariff. Now, the steps for creating tariff includes one, first of all, you need to create a new band. You need to create a new band for the provider that you're about to create this tariff for. And then you click on create new tariff, and then you create the new tariff, and that is how you create a tariff. Another way you can create a tariff on the platform is to inherit an existing tariff. This I will demonstrate in subsequent videos. In the meantime, let us jump into creating a new tariff. So to do that, we first of all add a new band. So I'll click on add new band, enter the band name. So let's say the name of this band is let's say all medical, all medical, right? And the band type is always going to be provider for this case. A description is for all medical center, and I'll click on create band. So we've just successfully created a band. The next step is to create a new tariff. So I'll click on create new tariff, and it gives us this form that allows us to create tariff. The first thing you want to do using this create new tariff form is to select the band. So you remember the band we just created for Hall Medical Center. We're going to have to search for this band by scrolling through the list, and we click on the band that we're interested in. Just note that this is a required field, so you cannot complete this process unless you've actually selected something here. The next step to do on this list is to add a new service. So if you click on add new service, at this point, we're trying to add a price for the service for each individual tariff and link it to a health plan so that we can be the health hospitals can be able to bill using that tariff for the plan that the enrollee belongs to. So let's go on to add a service. So you want to search for service here. Searching for service, usually there are services pre-recorded on the platform. So you want to search through this list. These services come from service list on the system, and even when you've created your health plan. So let's say we're creating a service for card fee and registration, and the price for this is 500 naira. The comment is, let's say this is a test. So let's add this particular service to all the health plans that we have, because all of the plans require a card registration. So let's say registration. So this is what we have for benefits. So what we're doing here is we're linking this to the health plan and the benefits that are in this health plan. Patient registration. So this is how they apply to each individual health plan. Select a category, and so this does not have a registration, so I'll just uncheck that. This has registration. Okay, so this is it. And you want to also set the payment mode for these services. Is this for fee for service or capitation? So let's say this, because this is a private scheme tariff, we're just going to set this to fee for service. Does any of these require pre-authorization? In this case, we'll say no, there's no requirement for pre-authorization and there's no copay. So we'll just go right ahead to create the service. So I'll add. I've just added a service for card fee. Let's add a second service. So let's say malaria. So this is for malaria lab investigation. Um, so let's say this is 1,200. Again, the comment or the description is there. Let's select the health plans that we're going to be linking this particular service to. So there's malaria for premium, silver, and this is the benefit, and it requires pre-authorization, does not require copay. So let's set for demo care. So let's say, okay, there's no malaria for demo care, so we'll check this. For silver, there's malaria here, so we're just going to set this requires pre-authorization. Requires pre-authorization, malaria. So let's say this does not require pre-authorization. This requires pre-authorization. And we go on to, oh, there's gold. Okay, and let's add that. Requires, no, let's say it doesn't require. We add the service. So we've just added two services. Now you can go on to add as many services as you have to add. And once you're done doing that, you click on create tariff to complete the process. Before we close this, let's just recap. No, to create a new tariff, you would have created a provider band already. So you need to select that provider band you created here. That provider band is what would be the name of the tariff that we are creating. And then you need to add services to this tariff. You can add hundreds and thousands of tariffs or services to this particular document. Once you're done, you click on create tariff. Now we have successfully created a new tariff called Hall Med. As you can see, we've just created a new tariff called Hall Medical. Number of facilities, we've not added number of facilities yet. Number of services, we have two services that you can see we created just now. We are going to modify this, the details of this tariff. Now we've just created a tariff, but we've not added providers that can enjoy or reuse this tariff. To do that, you click on the tariff you want to add a provider to. We are already on the tariff services page, hence the page is, you can tell the tab is white. You can see the number of services we added. We can even modify, add new services to this particular document at this point. So let's do one more. Let's do one for PCV, lab investigation. So let's say PCV is 1,000 naira. Comment or description could be tests, and let's add this. So I've just let me click add this service. Add service. What we are just doing now is update the tariff we just created earlier on. You can see I just added a third service. Now let's add provider to this tariff. So if you click on the tab tariffs provider, what it lets you do is add providers to the tariff. You can see there are no providers for this tariff yet. To add a provider, click on add new provider. You get this modal and you search for the provider. Remember that we created this. This is a customized tariff for a provider called Hall Medical Center. So we're going to search for Hall Medical Center, and here it is. We select premium, primary, secondary, or tertiary, and there's an update coming up for this where you can select if this provider belongs to both primary and secondary class, or belongs to all of the above options. So I'm going to click on add provider. This provider already exists on another tariff. By clicking on continue to be deleted from the tariff it currently exists in and added to the current tariff. So I'm going to click on continue. So we have successfully added a provider to this tariff. Note that you can delete this and you can add it again. So I'm not going to do that. You can add more providers. So any other provider that falls into this particular tariff, you can add them to this. So let me say demo. I think there's a demo organization. I'm not sure. Um, so let me say new test facility, secondary, and I'll add. So I've just added another facility to this particular custom tariff, and we have successfully created a tariff. Let's do a quick recap. What we did was uh, create a new band and then create a new tariff. We needed that new band to create a new tariff, and once we got that new band, we created a new tariff. We modified the tariff we created by adding additional services and adding providers to the tariff so that these providers can enjoy these particular tariff prices. This is how you manage tariff on the health stack platform. In the next video, we will inherit an existing tariff on the health stack platform. Thank you.